I've lost count. I think I'm at maybe 21 or something like that. They keep growing. I've got about 21 or 22 clinicians, two administrative assistants, and myself. Yeah, I mean, I started the group practice in November of 2022. So it hasn't been that long, probably about 16 months or so. It was more so for me was what's the cost of not doing it, and there's a cost to do it and there's a cost to not do it. And I think I was just over the amount of like, I just need to, jump in the deep end and just see if I can, swim. Um, and I would have probably regretted a lot more had I just not even tried. The word that came to mind was freedom,
Mm,
financial freedom, time, just being able to do things that normally I wouldn't be able to do. I work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I don't have any work apart from maybe a few things on Mondays and Fridays. So Monday is my self-care day, Friday is my family day. Take vacations. I'm going, next week on a vacation, and the practice is running itself. I'm not, needing to do anything, you know, uh, throughout that week. And so, everything, and the systems that are in place, everything just allows me to have a lot more freedom. But I also think it also allows me to help so many more people. I could only help 30 people a week. And now we're helping, probably 300 a week. And so there's been a lot of freedom in that sense of knowing that like the mission is being accomplished and I'm a part of it, but I can also take time for myself and earn a good living doing it. Whereas being in solo practice, it would have been very slow and probably a lot more painful, and I wouldn't be able to take as much time off. And for me, it was short-term risk for long-term gain. I had to pull out some money for from my savings and stuff, and that was hard at the time, but I gained it back like I think a few months later. Like it was a few painful months of like, oh, maybe I have to kind of juggle some of my budget, but like at the end of the day, it was nothing at all. Like it was just, I mean, I look at that investment and I spend that on marketing and websites and sponsor. Like I spend that on nothing, like on a lot of other things these days. I guess maybe I've changed my relationship to money, seeing it as we talked about investment. Um, and so the first couple of months I had to kind of adjust a little bit, but like there was really it didn't really cause a huge dent. I mean, it paid itself back pretty much as soon as I started taking on associates. And so, what my biggest fear was actually really like inconsequential when you think about it in the long run. So yeah, I mean, that was for me, it was the biggest thing was just to kind of recognize, like, I guess it's parting with money. I have a hard time in the past parting with money, but it's like, what am I gaining? We mentioned that earlier. And for me, it's like, there was not a huge pain. It wasn't a painful purchase, if that makes sense, or investment.